Alright, hello, welcome back to Skullgirls. It's been a little bit since I recorded the Parasol one, so let's talk about Peacock. This is the one I really want to talk about. Let's actually look at some of her skins, because I know she has like this really cool one. Not even sure what that is. Not even sure what that is. Not even sure what that is. Now she's just evil. I just noticed, do they not have like a brown skin for her? Oh, that's not. I used the macro keys, which is how you like quick select basically. It doesn't have like a dark skin variation. So one of the things Skullgirls did that I think is pretty cool is that they gave most characters like basically a black version, which is kind of nice. Where's Parasols? There it is. Like, yeah, where you're darker skin, which I think is kind of cool, even if it's just one variation. Cerebella seems like naturally darker skin than the other Skullgirls, although that might just be my eyes playing tricks on me. Ooh, and we get this, is this like a church? I think it's called church. We have the church background, so Peacock! For one thing, you gotta love her design, right? She's clearly this weird cartoon character. If you see her story mode, she holds like this kind of mafia butt cigar thing. She pokes at you in a very comical way. She has these like giant Mickey Mouse gloves. Like ignoring the fact that she's Peacock and that's why she has the weird like eye things. Like it's supposed to be like, oh, she's a peacock and those are like her peacock feather, like the tail of a peacock. I didn't really get it at first. It's kind of weird in that one. I just wait. Where's the? There it is. The like the what looks like the Mario pipe with a boot at the end. Like her abilities are all kind of comical in a very cartoony sort of way. You can tell that it was inspired mostly by like old school cartoons like the Looney Tunes most likely, which I actually really like. I know that ability is kind of loud. I wish more anime style games had cartoony characters like this one. Like a lot of really good animes in my opinion have super duper cartoony elements to them. Like One Piece is the one that I can immediately think of where a lot of the superpowers just aren't explained. Oh, this is the fun part of playing Parasol. It's mashing the buttons and just like having this train. We'll talk about her gameplay in a second, but anime in terms of art style is very similar to oh, I can't turn around. That's kind of disappointing. They always face. That's an interesting... How would you code that? I guess you would just focus, like, you would just have one labeled as player 1, one as labeled as player 2, and you would have the character orientation always, like, flipping. Oh, no, but it doesn't flip. It flips, like, when they reach the ground. That's interesting. Excuse me, nerding out. Anime as an art style tends to basically be a more realistic variation on cartoons. For example, in most traditional cartoons, the hair is actually kind of similar to how they've done the hair in Skullgirls in that you can see Valentine's hair is more sitting on top of her head rather than being a part of her head. In most anime, half of the head is covered by hair. You know, like the hair is a huge part of the forehead. Like these people's forehead is basically as big as the rest of their face in most classic anime. In cartoons it's more like sitting on top of, like, it looks like they have like an egg head and then the hair was just sort of drawn on top of the egg head, you know what I mean? Anime incorporates more of the hair into the characters. This is a completely arbitrary art rant. Not really a rant per se, but it's more sort of the difference in style between anime. One of the things you'll notice is that Parasol has a very short hair. She's actually pretty cute when you look at her character, and just like because her face is all scrunched up and tiny, she has like these gigantic eyes. We generally associate big eyes with being cute. We associate short hair with being cute. She has like this skirt which is associated with cute, although not in the way that she has a very large skirt, mind you. She even has a bow. I didn't even realize that. Wow, how did I miss that? That thing is huge. Bows are also, by the way, something you put on a character to make them seem cuter, you know? And along with, like, her creepy smile, it creates, like, this weird contradiction within the character where she's adorable and clearly evil. Like, she has a top hat, she has these laser eye things, but she's comical and silly, and that's why I think Parasol is probably one of the best in terms of like character design. She's got the most unique and imaginative style. Now let's talk about her gameplay a little bit, because she's a little bit annoying to deal with, specifically in that basically 8 out of 10 of her abilities have some range to them. That's not the button. Oh, is it forward? Okay, so it's like down forward is where you start to cry whenever you play versus a Parasol, because a good Parasol should be able to consistently just start spamming shit like this, and it's very annoying to deal with, because basically anytime you try to move near a Parasol, let me actually turn on the sleepwalk on this CPU. Crouch, jump, no that's not it, sleepwalk, there we go. And so that's they'll do some basic things. And so you can very quickly get, luckily it's, Parasol has her own ways to deal with range, but Peacock is completely revolvent around zoning, to the point where I would say she doesn't really need combos. Now, I mentioned before in the Parasol, I'm just mashing buttons now, I don't know what I'm doing. Right, I lost my train of thought. I can't even speak. So let's talk about zoning a little bit. So, one of the interesting things about fighting games, well, let's talk about what's the most interesting part of the fighting game. And a lot of fighting games is this sort of positioning based war of like, I have my ability like this and you have your ability like this, right? And so a lot of my time, I'm spending my time trying to avoid your this and using my this to hit you. And basically it becomes this game of positioning. Who is in a good position to hit the other player and who's in a bad position. For example, a lot of these Skullgirl characters have this, what is? Oh, it's her jump kick just like spawns a trap. That is really annoying. But yeah, a lot of these characters have this sort of low, I wouldn't even call it low kick, that's just Parasols, but this down left air ability, or down right air ability, where if you're up in the air, you can basically get free damage in. And so a lot of Skullgirls characters, you'll see this sort of, you'll have this sort of knock-up move. Does Parasol not have a knock-up move? Oh no, it's medium kick, right. So a lot of the basic combos revolve around medium kick, landing a bunch of your abilities and then kicking them up again, and then maybe resetting with a throw of some sort, and that's basically the combo. And to counter that, basically you use zoning tools like this. And so you go in, you have your combo, and then you run away, and then your opponent comes in for their combo, and the basic idea of zoning is that you use your moves and abilities to hit them and just outrange them before they can get in on you. Some of the characters like Beowulf don't have very good zoning tools, but when they get in, they can do a lot. Beowulf and Cerebella are the immediate two that come to mind with that style. Parasol is unique in her gameplay in that her entire ability set seems to be revolved around this zoning element. She didn't even really need to worry about combos or reset. Like, her high punch is literally just cannon from far away. Her jump medium punch is like, or medium kick is like this weird trap thing. And all of her kits are these zoning tools that hit at, notice how they hit at varying elevations, right? This one, it's slower, but this sort of goes along the bottom. That's the low kick. The medium kick, much faster, much more reactive. The high kick comes up from the air. She also has, yeah, there it is, okay. So she also has one where she just drops the thing from the ceiling. That's the down back middle kick. So mastering this character basically requires a little bit of knowledge. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Her down back, not her down back, but I think, what ability is it that teleports her? I'm not entirely sure. But oh, it's like just back high kick, maybe? I think it's one of her high kicks, but so what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that Parasol, basically all of her attacks revolve around hitting things from out of range, and this is a really interesting take on a zoning character. Usually characters just have focus on their combo, focus on their close range or their grabs, and they have zoning incorporated as part of their kit. But naturally, as so much of fighting game is about positioning on your opponent, one character has to be all about, hey, try and get to me. And Parasol is very well designed in her gameplay because she has a very simple weakness, just get close to her. I mean, she has very awkward, I wouldn't say awkward, she has some close range things. Like, I feel like, again, you can get like some good close range stuff off. I really like, what is it? Is her, no, it's not her high kick. There's one, yeah, if you hold down high kick, which I guess is crouch high kick, she pulls this guitar out in this like exaggerated, hilarious way that I love. If I was a master of Parasol, I would be able to talk about her more, but more I'd like to be an observer of Parasol because fighting games on their own, they're all about the characters, right? And having a character with this much charm and a unique playstyle like this, it's like one of those things that really makes you love or hate the character quickly, right? Hold on, I think I can use this. That's interesting. Hold on, so down back, I guess you would call it, because I'm facing away from the character. Down back low kick seems to be like the short range drop something from the roof. Yeah, and then down back medium kick or medium punch rather, is drop something medium distance, then drop high is like far away. I wonder if I get close and I use the high one. Yeah, it still hits, although that might be because of my position. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. I think it just tunnel onto them, however far away they are, you will always hit them with the high kick one. But obviously it's not going to be easy to land. Parasol's zoning is incredibly annoying to deal with. This is me trying to get back to design. She's easy to deal with in that all you have to do is get close to her, and she's very straightforward what a game of Parasol is going to be. She's not the most reliable with her combos, and because of that, the idea is that this cute little girl is going to just throw as much shit at you as possible, and if you get close at her, that's how you win. Very simple character in terms of gameplay, in terms of just spam your shit and then hope for luck. That your opponent can't get close to you and just keep zoning them. It's a character that I enjoy because I like how they've put so much thought into this design, and she stands out so much more than all of the other characters. Definitely, if you're playing Skullgirls, give her a try. She's very different from the other characters, which can make her quite a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching. I've still got like a few of these I want to do. I want to do Squiggly Beowulf, and I want to try and get one of the normal characters, which would be like Fukia, Miss Valentine. Not Miss Valentine, Miss Fortune. I basically did Fukia and Valentine though, so I guess I can't talk about them. I can talk about the clone, because that one's much better designed. Fairly straightforward though. Maybe I should do more of these in one episode because I'm having trouble filling out 15 minutes just talking about a character. Thank you all for watching. My name is NujumKey. I hope you all enjoyed. Leave me some thoughts on Parasol in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.